A discreet signing by the Vikings this offseason could be turning into a true find. With full support from the coaching staff and standout performances in practice, he may take on a larger role than many expected. Stay until the end to find out how this bet could impact the defense. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow everything closely. Isaiah Rodgers may be the name that nobody saw coming, but everyone will know when the season starts. And if there's one guy who believes in him wholeheartedly, it's the Vikings defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. The man is simply obsessed with Rodgers, and you know what? He has reason for that. The veteran who arrived this offseason with an $11 million contract for 2 years is really standing out in Minnesota. Interception in practice, speed as a returner, game reading, the guy is catching everyone's attention, including head coach Kevin O'Connell. But hold on, Rodgers was a 6th round pick in 2020, went almost unnoticed in Indy, had a quiet stint in Philadelphia, and now, out of nowhere, he's become a central piece of a completely revamped secondary? That's right, he has. And this speaks more about Flores' keen eye than anything else. He said he's been following Zay since his time at UMass, always saw him as a rising talent, and practically made the decision to sign him. And when Flores has that kind of faith in someone, brother, the league better watch out. The truth is that Rodgers is fitting in very well with this new defensive core of the Vikings. Byron Murphy has already become the guy's best friend. Harrison Smith remains the brain of the defense, and there's still Metellus and Okudah in the mix, not to mention Mekhi Blackman's return from injury. The group is filled with talent, and as Flores himself said, it never hurts to have depth in the secondary, especially when you play in an NFC North that will have to face Caleb Williams twice a year, in addition to Jared Goff and Jordan Love. And look at this. O'Connell has already hinted that Rodgers could be so important playing as a corner that he might not even be used in returns. That says it all. The guy is going to have a starting workload, perhaps even as the primary playmaker in the secondary. And for those who think that's an exaggeration, I'll just say one thing. Remember where he came from. 6th round, ignored. And now he has the full confidence of the most respected coordinator in that locker room. My opinion, Isaiah Rodgers is going to be one of the great finds of this season. There won't be any glamour, there won't be any hype, but he'll show up when the game gets tough. And if you have to bet on who will decide a game with a game-saving pick in Minnesota, don't doubt Zay Rodgers. Now tell me, Vikings fans, are you buying into Flores' hype around Rodgers, or do you think the secondary still needs more elite talent? Comment below, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's closely follow this new darling of the defense.